So the app that we have here today, this is primarily for business, and I'm going to blast through this. And this applies to a lot of different people. We primarily work with businesses, corporate businesses, all kinds of different businesses. So I'm going to blast through this app so you can actually see it. So this first screen here, you're going to see sort of the people that you deal with. And I'm just going to take like prospects. And what you can do is you can write, and you can go through, and you can put all kinds of nodes if you're dealing with a prospect. So you can convert a lead to a prospect to a customer, and it's really nice to be able to do that. Okay, so I'm not going to go through all that. I'm going to show you one that is really pretty cool. Imagine you have, let's just take this group here. Let's say you have different meetup groups that you go to, and you want to upload pictures, right? And you want to control who sees what folders. And you want that instantly over the web. So this is a service, and you can, all these apps run either offline or online. And so what that means is you go on a plane, it's sort of like when you go on a trip, you download all your stuff, and you can use it. So I'm going to show you, so here, I'm going to show you, like what this, obviously we deal with business, and what we have is like RFID. So if you have, where you move a lot of inventory, you can use RFID, you can blast it through, you can put it on the truck, you can track it real time, I'll show you that in a second. But the other thing that's nice is you can be uploading these pictures and control where they go. This runs on both iOS, it runs on Android, phones, tablets, whatever you want. So let's blast into some of the other functions. For people who do inventory, one of the things that you want to be able to do is you want to be able to see parts. You can have unlimited number of stores, and then you can have both track parts and non-track parts. I'm not going to go too much into inventory. If you have any questions, you can talk to me later. Let's go, this is kind of cool for people who do trucks. Below that, let's say I want to see a map. Let's say what I do is I want to type in, and let's say I already know this. So what it'll do is it'll automatically take me to, where that truck is, and then I can see what's on that truck. So I have real-time tracking of all the material. Okay? So I'm going to go down through, I'm not going to do everything here. We have like sales where you can track a whole sales route, sales orders. You can bring in, like if you have prospective customers and you say, well, I think I can sell this prospect, 10 widgets, 35 services, you can put that into a sales order and track that. Okay, invoices. What's nice about this is that we work with several different accounting packages. We work with QuickBooks Desktop, we work with QuickBooks Online, Sage, Oracle EBS. So we have all kinds of different accounting systems that we work with. What you can do is you can take payment from cash, check, the PayPal credit card reader. You can automatically email and print this stuff. So this is for people who are on the go. And the nice thing about this, it runs all offline. When you log in, it will bring up all the invoices. Okay, so I'm going to keep going along here. I'm not going to go through expenses, time cards. Anybody, like I know there's a lawyer here, anybody who has a lot of employees, we track all your hours. So we have billable, non-billable hours. It automatically will go into, let's say, QuickBooks, will generate invoices. It's really, really nice. It saves you a ton of time. Okay, I'm going to skip some of these so we save time. Now this thing looks like a calendar, but really what it is, it's a project management system. And so we're going to let it load up. There's lots of events. So it's going to take a little bit of time. What's different about this from a calendar is a couple things. I'm going to scroll through here. So the first thing you notice, like if you notice that yellow task, normally when you do a task, you can only do it within a day. But sometimes what's going to happen is you're going to have a task that runs over a couple days. And what you want to be able to do is to see that. Now you can filter all kinds of ways by your customer, by the technician that's working on it, and you can see everything. Now what's really nice is you can assign a job to somebody and then you can get real-time feedback. So if you notice like this red triangle, the red square right there, that's feedback. So if you assign a technician to do a job and let's say they needed help, they would just turn it on, it would automatically log in, and the colors change. So you get real-time feedback. And the other thing that's nice, I'm going to take this event, I'm going to drag it down a little bit, and I'm going to click off. And you notice that the other event moved with it. So that means that you can have an unlimited number of events all tied together. If you move something off, it's going to change. So this calendar is really, really cool. Now, I mean, as far as, there's all kinds of shipping. When you're in business and you're moving product, you want to be able to do, well, I'll give you an example. If you're shipping items, what you may want to do is you may want to be able to flip items. In other words, let's say I'm selling 5 hammers, but I want to be able to use a different kind of hammer. So you can automatically switch what you do, and it's automatically tracking everything, and you can run reports on everything. And you remember, you can have this running in unlimited number of stores or unlimited number of locations, and it'll track everything, and you can run reports real time on everything through a regular browser, and you can see what's going on. So that's really nice. Okay. Moving, one of the things about moving is when you don't have the internet, like my kids, if they don't have the internet for like 2 minutes, they come down and immediately get assaulted, and it's like, I gotta have the internet back up. So what we can do here is when you can work offline, whether it's the invoices, moving objects, then you can bring that information back in when you come online and everything syncs up. I'm not going to go through all the things like stock count, but what the advantage of this product is it's only $5 for a group of items per month. There's no long-term contract, and it's really easy to use. Obviously, we do a lot of custom work. I've been doing it for a few years. I won't say how many, but a lot of years. And what we can do is we typically solve a lot of people's problems. They say, yeah, well, what about this? Can you do this? And typically we'll go in and we'll solve those problems. So with that, thank you very much. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask away.